I wanted to give an update on my Louisiana Dreadnoks. Like, I've got them all together as far as the bodies and the overall look. I'm still piecing together some of the finer details, and I still have some work to do, but I've come up with a lot and I've had a blast doing it, and I wanted to, give this a shot and see what I could do and see how it turned out. So, without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera here and do a quick introduction to what we have. All right, so this young man right here is one Bo Robichaux. They call him Blackwater. He's a biker. He is brought into this little crew by his cousin, this young man right here. This is Benoit Thibodeau. They call him Brick. Brick is in the military. He was stationed in New Orleans. He's from New Orleans. His best friend is the young man right next to him, and we call him Mr. Malik Duval, known as Bull. Bull was brought into this little conglomeration by his little brother, his half-brother, and that's where we have this young man right here. This is Lucien Baptiste, voodoo witch doctor in the greater New Orleans area. And they call him Hex. And I like how all of them turned out, but I really like how this one turned out. And then we have this one here. This is Remy LaRue. Very familiar with Remy LeBeau, a Gambit homage, if you will. I was mocking up the logo on the hoodie, which I have to get the water slide for. That's where that's going to go. I have another one I'm going to put on the back here. The hoodie's going to get painted. It's going to go black. And if I can get the water slides created from Bad Mother, then I'm going to put those on. And that's pretty much him. Like, he was the first one I had envisioned for this crew. I'm glad I was able to piece everything together, because he's probably my favorite one. Then there's this disaster right next to it. This is Billy Cliff from Lake Charles, Louisiana. He probably has the most involved backstory because I've had him the longest. He's a trailer park chemist and everything that comes along with that. I think that's something that everybody can kind of relate to if they grew up in questionable neighborhoods, regardless of the state. We all know somebody that's like that. Possibly. No shade. So, yeah, that's my crew. These are my guys that I have so far right now. And there's some tweaking that needs to come along with them, but that's what we've got. I've got a police force that I am building that'll be working alongside in the toy box, for stories and photos and whatnot. I've got 3 of them pieced together right now. Well, I got 2 of them. The third one is en route. My buddy Jamie, who does the podcast with, right? Yeah, save that for Billy. So true, Shane. So true. You don't get high on your own supply, though, man. You gotta. But yeah, so like I'm piecing all this together, and I'm world building with a Louisiana flair to it. See how that works. I've seen a bunch of people do some really cool shit, and I just got inspired to do my own thing. So yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time to pop in while I put this together real quick. It's not going to be on for very long. I just wanted to see if everything worked, trying out some new equipment to make sure everything was able to be heard and that it was actually going to connect. And so far, so good. So thank you guys. Bobby Wald, Shane, Bray Stephanie 10, I appreciate y'all for poking in and commenting. Thank you guys very much. In case I haven't said this enough in the previous videos that I've mentioned, thank you guys for subscribing and being a part of all of this on this journey. It means a lot. And as I've mentioned in many of the sessions, that being at home, you know, after having all the health issues and waking up from a coma and not knowing what the fuck I was gonna do, action figures and other toy tubers and podcasting stuff was a huge inspiration. So I appreciate everybody for all the positive vibes and kind words and the support, and I thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the StreamYard. I've got that, obviously. I've subscribed and paid for all that shit. I didn't know how this was gonna work. I didn't know if it was going to work, so I figured I'd go ahead and give this a shot first before going into that. I really need to figure out how to do all those fucking videos and clips that I constantly see everybody does, that Shane and Same Time and Smoking Joe's puts out, because that shit's hilarious and it works really cool. So I'm gonna have to bug you and hit you up tomorrow and see what we can do. Luckily my schedule's wide open, you know, perks of being retired and disabled. But no, seriously guys, thank you guys again for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna have some more updates on all of the customs that I'm doing, and hopefully some more good news with the custom build with a prize video, so you guys can see what you guys are building for. So you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for your time. I'll catch y'all later.